Good morning. Today's Friday, May 8th. Going over this new indicator that we have. It's really something special right now. We had a buy signal, 422, call it 422, probably 30. Hit our target of 428.41. Now it's rejecting. Now we'll see if the indicator tells us when this long trade you should exit, right? So even though, if let's say you bought a 10 lot right here, it's, the indicator is kind of telling you at this price target here, start shaving some of your position, right? Maybe all of it, whatever, however you want to trade your strategy. But now as the market starts to turn the other direction right now, there's going to be an indicator that's going to pop up that's going to tell you that the long is now temporarily over right now. So we'll see if it's going to target right now, if it's going to show it to us. It will give us a yellow mark and indicate up here when it's done and telling us when to get out. I mean, right now, you drop below the 9-minute exponential, I'd probably be getting out right now. However, pulling back to this 424.06 may be a good long entry as well, right? I like the break and retest at this level, but we'll see. Market's picking up some steam. The broader markets are still rallying right now, so we'll see what Tesla does for you. Just keep an eye on this. This is a 5-minute chart we're looking at right now. So I'll hit that first price target, try working its way towards that second price target of 431.50. And if you were watching my pre-market analysis, that's a level that I had up there that's saying that your line in the sand this morning was just 418.34. If we get above that, we're going to push into this 424.06 and then possibly that 431.5. We didn't quite get there, but we'll see, what's happening right now. Live trading happening right now. The markets have only been open for an hour. See what it does. It's changing over the candles right now. I would suspect if you lose that VWAP, this is probably a very good long entry, actually. See how it's wicking off of that previous high? And also the VWAP. So it could be a break that high, and here we're retesting it right now. So now this is where you're watching your price action, right? It's a 5-minute chart. If you hold this level, you probably want to go down to a 1-minute chart at this point and see what the price action's doing, right? So now you can see here's a 1-minute chart. Now you'll watch the next minute, right? So this candle is still building right now. You have 10 seconds till this candle's done. And this 1-minute chart, if you look at this 1-minute chart, it gave you a buy signal at 420 and it hit your target at 423. So you can apply this indicator to any chart. So boom, watch this. Look at this price action right now off of this level here, off this 424.06. If you hold this level, it's a good long entry. So you can put an entry, you can get long right here, and you put your stop just below this or maybe even below the VWAP. But it's hitting this 1 minute. It hit both price targets on the 1 minute. Let's see what it looks like on the 2 minute, if the 2 minute gives us something. 2 minute, it hit the price target on the 2 minute right here. Didn't get to the second one, right? So the beautiful thing about this indicator is you can put it on any chart, any time chart. This is the 1 minute we're looking at right now. Starting to reject that second price target on the 1 minute. Let's go back to the 5. Let's see what the 5 looks like here. Here's the 5. Still bouncing right off that VWAP nicely. See what happens in another 2 minutes here. See if we can stay on for another couple minutes, and then we'll stop this video for today. But so far, excellent, excellent results so far on this indicator that we're beta testing right now. I'm trading off of it, by the way. I'm not even doing dry paper because it's part of my strategy to begin with. The break of the 5-minute opening range, it's just giving me more confirmation and more comfort about getting into the trades. It's actually telling me when this green dot pops up or yellow dot rather, telling me when the trade is no longer good anymore. So we'll see. I want that to trigger to show everybody. Because I can show it to you afterwards, but it's great to see something live right now. So I'd say this 424.06 is a big level right now. You got to hold that level. If you lose that level, probably gonna get a little more downside, maybe come back into the 5-minute opening range high side, right? All right, so we're losing that level right now. I'd like to see an indicator for us pop up right here. Maybe it'll pop up after in another minute. Telling you, because this green arrow populates once the trade is triggered, right? And once it's triggered, then you have to decide. Then you have to have some discretionary thoughts in here, whether you want to take the trade immediately, want it to pull back. This is probably the pullback that you'd be looking for. I actually took the trade here, made some, and just kind of bought it all the way up, and I actually sold when we got up to the first price target. I made money on both sides. So let's just see what we do right here. We got another 10 seconds right now. I'd like to see this trigger and tell us that the play is over, so you can see all ends of this trade. Okay, here we go. See if you get that purge on the downside. No purge just yet. So right now, as far as, even though we're having some downside right now, it has not told me to exit this trade yet if I was still in this trade. As a matter of fact, this is probably after 5:10. This is now the 15th minute of downside here. Down here, you look at your volume. So the volume's increased on the downside here. So I'd be careful taking some longs right now until this volume kind of subsides here, right? So we had this first candle right here, and then we had more volume, even though this candle looks smaller, right? You had 997,000 shares traded in this candle, and the one previous looks longer, right? Looks like there's more volume here. There was actually less volume. So, all right, so here's that trigger starting to populate right now. You see that? See if you get a little more, and it'll stay up here for good. I think it's going to have to wait till this candle settles before it stays up there permanently. I actually like this long entry right here, break and retest the 5-minute opening range. See how it's wicking off of it a little bit right now? And then if you regain that 424.06, then you could possibly start making your headway back up to that 431. Great bounce off of that. And now what are we looking at here? We're not looking at this. This is kind of giving us, okay, well, what this does right here is says, okay, now you got to start looking down here for your volume, right? So now you can see the volume is starting to increase right now. We're still below average, right? This yellow line here shows you that below average. If you pop above it, it's showing you buyers are stepping up right now above this. And if you can get above this orange line here, this is telling you the below or above average in volume here. You can see right here, this is the first 5 minutes. This is, by the way, this is why we base our trades off the first 5 minutes of the day. This is where all your volume is. This is where all your institutional players plus retail players are playing in the sandbox right here. Volume increasing. Like this a lot. Let's see what the 1 minute looks like here. The 1 minute probably looks pretty good. So here's this 1 minute right there off that level. 1, 2, 3 minutes, right? So buyers are stepping up right here. So this is giving me confidence. I'm not the first one to the party here, right? So that yellow dot popped up here. It was kind of popping up and it didn't stay here, right? So it was popping up. It was getting ready to tell you, be prepared to exit this trade if you were still in it. But now it's gone. Disappeared so far. So right now, it's saying the long is still in. It's a beautiful indicator. And the indicator that I put in here right now, I pretty much built it and I've been adjusting it ever since. And when I see different things while I'm watching the trade happen, I'll say, you know, I've adjusted it. The first adjustment that I made was give me an early entry, right? Instead of waiting for the 5 minute, you know, right here at 422 and change, what if it gave me an entry over here at 419? I get a $3 entry better if it identified it, right? And I think I'm trying to see if I got something on the 1 minute here. I'm playing with the 1 minute. So 1 minute option. See this. Yeah, so the 1 minute didn't give me the early entry. However, you could see the 1 minute response the same way. Hit the first price target, the second price target, and blew above it, right? So, you know, maybe the 1 minute's going to be good for you. You have to find out what your sweet spot is, right? So this 5 minutes looking pretty good right now, right? So it's an engulfing candle here right now, right? So you had a lower low and a higher high, right? So, but Friday right now, you got to watch your volume. You watch your size right now. Anyways, I'm going to sign off, people. I hope you have a great day, great weekend. I'll see you on Monday.